And welcome back to the third part of this tutorial. Now let's exit out of here, and I want to put together some functions. Two of them is going to be for the voice and one is going to be for the arithmetic operators. But before I do that, let's grab hold of some sound. So I'm going to go into my file here. I think I do have some here. There we go. So this one is the winning one, and this is just to alert you if you're wrong. So I'm going to copy those two, just copy them. Now let's go into this very project here. That is the project I'm working on now. It's called that is the name, JMass apps. So double click on JMass apps, go to the source file here, and inside the JMass apps, double click on that and just paste. I'm going to paste my, yeah, there we go. I've pasted those ones in there. So one is going to, I'm going to call one winning, and the other one is going to be no winnings. So with the winnings, this is the winning. So select it. Let's hold on to the shift key, right click on it, and let's select the part, copy part. There. Alright, so I can minimize that now, and I will now go straight into the source file here. Now go right up, right underneath here. I will add my function right underneath here. So let's start by saying private void, and the very first one I'm going to call it winning audio. There we go. And I'm going to enter as follows. Let's just enter curly braces in there. Now let's do this. And it's a file equals file in lowercase, and that will be equals new file. A new file will take in the following. If you guys can still remember the part that I copied, so I'm going to now paste the part right here. There we go. The part are in there, but all this backslash must be double backslash. So let's enter it, or let's make them all double backslash. And there we go, right there. And enter semicolon in there. I'm now going to press enter. Now I'm going to call this other object here, and that is audio input stream. And audio input stream, I'm going to use audio stream. That is the instant that I'm going to create for that. And audio stream, that will be dot, say get audio input stream file. So grab hold of all of these, and I'm gonna paste that right here, and the file is, and it's getting this very file. So copy that and paste that right in here. Enter semicolon. There. Oh, this should be audio system, not stream. There we go. And in that case, this one will be get audio input stream file. Okay, you see, for this file to work, we're going to have to As you can see, we need to add some exception in there. So come in here, just click on this little bulb here, and let's click on add true. That's the first one. I'm going to need 2 more, and the next one, that is going to be IO exception. There we go. And that is it for now. Okay, but at the same time, you guys must make sure you have this library. Make sure you have all of this library here. You're gonna need them for all the libraries that is here. Okay, back in there. Now the next thing that I want to do now let's say clip. I'm just gonna call that clips in lowercase. That will be equals audio system dot get clip. So grab all of these, paste that in here, dot get clip. Now I'm now going to say clip. I want you to open dot open, and toss semicolon in there, and what I want it to open is going to have to open the audio stream, this one, and paste that right in there. Then I also want the clip to start, so we can say sound clip dot start. There. Okay, let's take care of these errors. We just need to add this throw in there, that is line in available exception. Double click, and that's it. You see the errors are gone. There we go. And that is the winning audio function. So I'm going to copy this, because for the lose audio function I just need to change this name. So I'm going to copy everything in here, copy that function, come right down underneath here, paste, and let's just change the name around. I'm going to call it no audio, no winnings. Right, just change this one to no winnings. There we go. And the name of that file is just called alarm. Type in alarm there. Yeah, and that's it. Okay, these 2 functions, that is for my sound. Okay, so we can check them out to make sure they work, but we're gonna need some throws in there. All right, let's take care of the last function before we start making, or before we start tampering with it anyway. So the next function is going to be the one that will take care of the arithmetic operator. So I'm going to come in here and say private void, that would be mass operator. There we go. Okay, bring that down. So in here I'm going to declare the following integer variable. I'm going to call that num1, and in the case of num1 is going to be taking in random values, but the problem now is I haven't declared that. So let's go up here, right underneath here. I need to create some global variables. So the very first global variable that I'm going to create, I'm going to call that ran. So let's just say random is rnd, that will be equals new random, new random. That's my first one. And the second one, I'm going to create that for the arithmetic operator. That's going to be string character. Let's call that arithmetic operator. And enter semicolon. And the last one, that's going to be, I will just call that add value. So that will be used to increment whatever value we have, and I will initialize that with 0. Okay, I have all of the 3 global variables I intend to use. So let's go back into my function. Now here where I have num1 will be equals ran dot, that will be next int. Okay, and the value in there, let's make that from 13 to 24. That's my very first one. So the second one, so what's going to happen is this will generate from number 13 to 24, while this will generate from 1 to 12. Change that to 12, and in here num1, so this will become num2. Right. Now the other one is going to be for my operator. So I'm just going to call that operation. That will be equals ran dot next. So I'm just going to make that about 5. Paste that in there. That would be 1 to 5. There we go. Done. And underneath, I will also declare an integer called num, and num is initialized with 1. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Now let's use a for loop to take care of everything that we've just done. So let's say for, let's say int I, that will be equal 0, and I less than num, comma I plus plus. Come right down here, enter curly braces. Now use the switch statement. Switch operations. This very one, grab it there. Open up curly braces again, and the first case I'm going to call that 1, and case number 1 is going to be taking in the following operator. Let's see the string character in there. That's it, arithmetic operator. So case number 1 will take in, that will be equals the plus sign there. Then we'll say J LBL num1 dot set the set text, and the text in there, that will be, we need to convert that because it's going to be getting its value from here. So grab hold of this and get rid of all of this. So that's going to be string dot value of, value of num1. So that's the first one. The second one, we have to take care of the second one, so take care of the num2. So come right down here, paste that in there, change this one to num2, and this is taken care of by num2. That's good. So all I then need to do is come right down here and just end my first case statement there. Okay, since the first case is taken care of, all we then need to do is I'm going to copy this. That will become case number 2. Paste, we have 2, and change this to 2. 2 will become subtract. Then we have case number 3. Case number 3, paste, and 4, paste. So this will be 3, this is 4, and this will be multiplication, while we call this one division. There we go. All done. And I'm just going to enter a default statement in here. That's a default, and that is going to be the arithmetic operator. The default value will be a question mark. Yeah. That will be equals question mark. Once you see that, you know there's an error. Alright, that's fine. Now, anytime we select this function, I want the arithmetic operator, the J operator. This is the J operator. I believe I've given it a name. Yeah, that's it. I'm going to copy it. I want the J operator to display the operator, the arithmetic operator that has been selected. So I'm going to say J operator dot set text, and the text is going to be arithmetic operator. That's just it. Done. Save that. Okay, let's try out this function now. So to achieve that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the form activate. This is the form. Right click on it and let's select events, window, activate, and right in here paste my function there. Okay, so this should call my function right away. Save that and let's compile, then run it. Let's see. Okay, click on run. There we go. Look at that. You see that? Automatically giving me a value. That's 22 divided by 10. That will give us 2 because I'm using integer. Okay, so I need to actually position everything center. I don't like the way it is. Alright, so that's good. Maybe try out this function as well. I'm going to go into one of those buttons. I think this. Let's go to that very one and just paste that right up there and see how it's going to work. And at the same time, let's get everything centered in here. Select it all. I should be able to do it in one go. Come straight to the properties and let's look for something to do with alignment. There we go. Align, make that center. I think I've got it all. Yeah, I think so. So I'm going to compile that and click on run. There we go. Look at that. They are all centered now. So if I click on this, I should be
no result yet. No result yet.
Okay, I should be able to change the value. See that?
No result yet.
You see that, guys? The operator is changing, the value 1 is changing, value 2 is changing.
No result yet.
That's good. So that sound in there, I'm going to
no result yet.
I'm going to get rid of that one. Okay, now I now need to be able to enter my answer in here. and click on this to check
No result yet.
if it's right or wrong. Alright, that's good, we're getting somewhere. Now let's select this very button. Right click, event, action, perform. And right in here, this is the message. No result yet. I don't need this message. I'm going to make up another message in there. Now, okay, right in here, inside my result button, I'm going to enter as follows. I'll be moving this later on, but first of all, let me just put a line here so that I don't get it mixed up. That is just for the voice, text to speech. Okay, and right underneath here, I'll first of all declare the following variable. So I'm going to call it num1. That local variable is going to take in as follows. Let's say integer dot parseInt, and the value I'm passing is going to be from the JLBL num1 dot get text, enter parenthesis and semicolon. So that's for the very first one. So I can just copy this for the second one, and this will be 2. Okay, that's 2, and in here this one will be 2. Alright, that's fine. Now I'm going to then create another integer. So I'm going to call those, there's going to be 2 of those anyway. One is going to be answer and the other one is going to be known as results. There we go. Now my variable add value that is right up there, I'm going to increment that right here. Let's say add value equals add value plus 1. Done. Now let's do this. If JLBL operator dot get text equals dot get text trim to dot equals the plus sign, then we want as follows. We want answer to take in whatever value we have in here. Answer will be equals num1 plus num2 plus num2, number 2. There, that's the very first one. So just need to do now is copy and use else if. Else if is subtract, then this becomes subtract. Else if, and this if is multiplication, this become multiplication. Division, and this become division. There. And finally we can just say else answer equals maybe 0. So let's say else answer equals 0. Alright, so those are the nested if statement or if statements that I'm going to be using for to compare or to calculate whatever we have inside the text box or whatever the operator is. Okay, so now let's come down in here. Yeah, the label, whatever we have inside the label. Okay, come right down here, just put a broken line there. Now I'm going to use another if statement, but this time around that's going to just to check the results. So first of all, let's grab hold of this and paste that right underneath here. Then, but what we're checking is just the result this time around. JTXT result. Okay, dot get. If it's empty, we want the system to do something. So close that up. Right, and in here, let's do as follows. If it's empty, then the result in there will be 0. So grab hold of this and just change that to 0. So that will be set text to 0. There. Now we want to get our voice activator, which is right here, this very one. Now I might as well just cut that off and bring it right in here. Paste that right here, and I can then enter as follows. Please enter. I say please enter your answer. Okay, please enter. Please enter your answer. Okay, please enter your answer into the text box, or please enter your answer. That's it. Now okay, let's do this. Let's say it should get request focus straight onto the text box itself. That will be Q, request focus. Yep. Alright, so that is self-explanatory. Now JLBL display dot set text. In that case, that will be pure nothing in there. So that's the first one. Then right underneath here, let's enter whatever result might be. Let's say result equals integer. Yeah, grab hold of all of this and just paste it in there. Paste that here, and that will be result. This will be result. Get whatever we have inside results. Nice one. Now the next thing is, let's compare whatever we have inside result and the answer. So in there, I'm just going to say if result is not equals to answer. Now that is another problem. So now we want the voice activator to say something out. So I'm going to grab hold of all of these, copy that, paste that in here, and we can just say incorrect answer or something like that. Incorrect answer. And the right answer is let's add plus, because it's going to be a string. It's a string dot value, and where are we getting the answer for? Value of. Where we're getting the answer from? We're getting it from result, from answer. Yeah. Close that and semicolon in there. So let's move this so that you guys can see what I've just done in there. Nope. I'm just going to, yeah. Right. Put this in so that you guys can see it. That is it. Okay. Alright. So I've just entered the result in here. Yeah, I think I can go 2 lines. Yeah, I think I can go 2 lines. There's no error, so that's fine. You guys will be able to see it much better. Alright, in that case, LBL display, we have to display whatever we have inside the answer. So let's say LBL display, we want you to get the following value. So grab hold of this and paste it right underneath here. JLBL display equals everything that I have in here. Grab that and just paste that in here. There. And you're going to lose a point, so, or you will not gain a point. So in that case, add value will be minus minus. Okay, then we can call our arithmetic operator again. I think, what is that function called? Let's see the name of the function. Okay, it's with an S, that's correct. Come down in here and just paste that in there. Call the function back to generate another input. Then we have to clear and set focus. No, set focus in here, and we also need to clear it really. So clear and set focus. There we go. Okay, JTXT result, that's where you enter your results, so that's why we always set focus in there. Okay, so that is fine. I'm going to just draw a broken line there and block that off. There we go. Okay, and right underneath here, I'm going to call the no winning function. So let's come right down here. It's going to give us an error because we'll be needing some exception or true exception. Let's say winning. There. Okay. Just like I said, we have an error. So I'm going to come in here now, and there's going to be a lot of exception added to it. So let's use this try cache. I think maybe this. Let's try this. There we go. Yeah, that's it. Alright. Okay, that takes care of that. So that's for the no winning condition. But if we are winning, so I'm going to, let's get hold of this one. I'm going to get hold of this up to somewhere here. Here. And paste that right underneath here. Let's enter a broken line there as well. And paste. So if result equals answer, we want as follows. Let's block this off here. Now if result equals answer, I want this to tell me point awarded. So let's come in here and award a point. Points awarded. So that will be points awarded. So we can just say well done. There. Okay, so let's close that off. Now I can also call my, get rid of this, I don't need this, it's just point awarded. I can then call my operator, arithmetic operator. Okay, for the next session. I think, no, wrong spelling here. Right. What about here? That should be the display. So let's get rid of this and just change that to store point. Store points. Yep, that's fine. And jtxt result dot request focus again. There we go. Now underneath here we're now going to add my winning. So let's come right down here and just say winning audio. We're going to have that error as well, so come right down here and just click on this to add all of the exceptions there, and the error gone. Okay, finally we can now go to the level 2 right here. So let's go back in here and go to level 2 since we've got it right. So underneath here, let's use as follows. Let's say if. First of all, let me add a broken line there again. And we'll do as follows. If JLBL store, store point, right here, grab hold of all of this, JLBL store point dot get, and enter parentheses there, dot get dot trim, if that is equals to, let's just say the value of 2. Then we should just go straight on to the next one. So in here I'm going to say level 2, that is it right there. I'm calling that very one level 2. So let's create an object for it, or instance of an object. That I can just call that L2. L2 maybe equals new level 2. There. Alright, so in that case, no, it should be L. Okay, L2, or let's just say level 2, just level 2, in our case level 2. That will be equals as follows. So just want it to show up. Level 2 dot set visible, that will be true, and that's it, done. And finally we now want this to record the score. So come right down here, paste that here underneath here, and that will be set, and here we just enter the score in there, string dot value of, that will be add value. There we go. Okay guys, let's try this out. So I'm going to compile first, then we just run it and see how that works. Now click on run. Alright, 22 plus 10. So okay, let's enter the right answer.
Point ordered. Well done.
That's very good. So let's get the answer wrong instead of the right answer.
Incorrect answer. The right answer is 21.
That is good. So I'm going to exit out. That's working the way I
Confirm
want.
if you want to exit.
Yes, I do want to exit. There. Okay, let's take care of the second one here, this very one. As you can see, there's nothing in there. So let's go to events, action, perform. There's nothing. So I'm going to now copy every single data we have in here. First of all, let's start with the functions. Okay, I'm going to get hold of this, get hold of the object and the variables. So let's come right here underneath here, paste that there. Alright, and it's telling me to import, so I'm going to might as well just import everything here because I'm going to need it anyway. Grab hold of all of that, come right in here and just paste there. Okay, the random is there already. Okay, now let's come right down here. We now want to grab hold of every single function that I have in here. Let's take it down up to here. Yep, grab hold of that, and I'm gonna paste that right underneath here. Paste. That's good. Now the next thing is we now need the addition function. Let's come in here and right click, and let's select whatever function we have in here, or whatever code, lines of code we have in there. Alright, I'm going to copy it from here, take it down, all the way down, keep going. Yeah, that's it. Copy that and just come in here, right click on the results, action, perform, come right down here and just paste. There we go. So far no errors. So let's get hold of the let's get hold of this as well. That is the exit. Copy, come right here, and where's the exit? This is the exit here. Action, perform, and paste. So we have an error. So in here I'm just going to declare a private global variable for J frame, and that is going to be frame. There, that error should be gone. Okay, that is exit taken care of. Now let's go back to here, back in here. I now want to come right underneath here. If we have more than 2, we want it to go to game over. So I'm going to change all of these to game over. Let's change everything I have in there. That should have been level 2. Game over. So that would be, let's say, lowercase, game over. And grab this and paste that in there. There. And this one should be game over as well. So if you score 2, you go to the next one straight away. And let's see, we have, I think that's all there is to it. Okay, let's run it and see how that's going to look like. Then we can add a timer to it if it works as expected. Alright, so let's come right in here. 19 divided by this. Remember, I'm working with integer, so I'm just going to enter 2 in there.
Point awarded. Well done.
Point awarded. Well done. And here, divide that. That's going to give us 5. It If it's right, if we get 2 in here, then it should go straight to the next frame.
Point ordered. Well done.
There we go. We are in the next frame. That is very good. That is good. So in here we just enter maybe 3 in there.
Point ordered. Well done.
Yeah, that's fine. So let's get it wrong now.
Incorrect answer. The right answer is 135.
That is good. So this is working. Now the next thing we want to do is we now want to add timer. Okay, back to our form design, and right here, up here, I'm going to add a timer. Let's go to the palette there. Yeah, and let's paste that in here, and I'll just speed that up. There we go. We have a timer. I also added a border to it. Okay, so what I'm going to then do is I'm going to click on the form itself and select form activate. So let's right click on the form and just go to event, and let's go to window activate. And right in here, first of all, up here, let me declare the following. I'm going to say int. Yeah, let's enter Q there, and Q will give it a value of about 20 there. Now I'm going to call my, let's say, math operator there. Now let's say timer, that is going to be, let's say, t equals new timer, and I'm going to give it an interval of let's say 1000, and that's going to be new action listener. This is going to require some exception, which I'm going to end up deleting anyway. Alright, let's say E, and come out of here, enter curly braces, press enter. There we go. Now we have this error, and to take care of that very error, I'm going to enter an override here. Let's say override, and I'll just say, let's say, public void action perform, and that is going to be action event. Come out of it, enter curly braces. Okay, alright, that's the error gone. So I'm going to now ask my timer to display, let's say if, no, let's say J LBL timer. That will be dot set, what I'm setting is going to be the value of Q. Let's say string dot value of, and that will be Q. Right, and I'm going to then say Q minus minus, because I have 20 in there, so it's going to count it down. Alright, now let's use an if statement. If whatever we have in here, if it's less than JLBL timer dot get text dot trim, and if that value equals to, let's say, dot equals to 0, then let's go to game over. So we go right in here, so let's enter game over there, game over, and that is going to be game over. Equals new game over, then game over dot visible equals true. and that will be all. Game over dot set visible, that will be true, and that's it. And underneath here we just need to start the timer, t.start. Alright, so I'm going to save that. I'm now going to just run it and try it out, and we take it from there. So let's compile first. First of all, let's see. Yeah, it should work. Alright, let's compile and run. Now click on run. Okay, so let's see how that's going to work. There we go. Okay, 18 minus 10, that would be 8.
Point ordered. Well done.
Very good. Okay, let's purposely enter invalid in there. Instead of 26, let's enter 28.
Incorrect answer. The right answer is 26.
There we go. And because we're using integer, this should give us 4. So let's just enter 4 in there.
Point ordered. Well done.
We are now in level 2. So this is the decision making level to make sure we're able to get onto the other page. And look at it. Look at my timer. The timer is now doing its own thing. Once the timer gets to 0, the game will be over. Let's check that out. There we go. Game over. It is working as expected. And that is how you create your own math application or app in Java. Now, one more thing before we go. Let's go straight into the main project in here and click on this. I'm going to select reset, and let's enter. We just need to enter something in there. I'm going to copy everything we have in here. Yep, up to here. Right, copy that. And right in here, first of all, I'm going to call the math operator function. There we go. And paste that in here. Right, paste that in there. That is resets. So we can just enter a statement in there that will say the system is resetting. System has been reset. Something like that. Okay, I'm going to copy all of this again, and let's paste that for clear. That is clear in there. Okay, that's my clear button here. Right click and just select event action perform. Paste that in there. Just enter a statement in there, and just say system cleared, something like that. Yeah, that's it. That's fine. Okay, so I'm gonna compile and let's try that out to make sure the text to speech is working, and as you can see the audio is working as well. So click on that. Clear.
System cleared.
You see that? And reset.
System has been restarted.
Oh, what is that? What did I write in there? System has been. Let's go back and just say system restarted. Where is it? Here. Okay. System restarted. Okay. Yep, that should do. Compile and try that out again. Then we can call it the end of this project.
System restarted.
Okay. Alright, so with that guys, I'm going to call it the end of this beautiful tutorial. Unfortunately, it happens to go longer than expected because of all the other gadgets that I added. The sound, the timer, the audio, and so on. And the run buttons. I presume you guys have learned a lot. So with that, I'm going to call it the end of this tutorial. I suppose you guys enjoy it and you all have a nice day now. And please do subscribe to my channel, and you can also join to become a member of the channel.
Incorrect answer. The right answer is 20.
Bye for now.